Hey guys, it's Jolene from Smith's Nature Friendly Farms. We're hanging out in the garden today and I want to show you guys this fantastic okra that I grew this year that is specifically made for keeping small. All right guys, okra is definitely a staple in the South. A lot of people absolutely love okra. Funny enough, coming from Canada, we had no clue about okra. I didn't anyways. I'm sure there's some folks out there that did, but I didn't often see it in the grocery store. I did learn after I met my husband, he came to a grocery store. I did actually learn that it exists sometimes in our grocery stores, but not something I saw often or probably knew to look for. But okra down in the South is super popular, obviously for gumbos, but lots of people fry it and turn it into great recipes. I'm not a huge fan of how tall it gets. It turns into a gigantic tree, and we try to work in a compact garden within our market garden here. And because they get so tall, they kind of shade out other plants. So I have grown a variety called Baby Bubba Hybrid, and this is from Burpee Seeds, and it's meant for a pot to grow like in a container, but I actually planted them in the garden and I love them. I will grow them again next year, and I would grow them, I'd grow them again. What I love about them is their size. They are a quality okra. They taste just as great as any okra. They're not too bad as they get a bit bigger. They're not as great as cowhorn for sure, but they're actually not that bad. I would actually put them pretty close to cowhorn. Cowhorn is a variety that I would say is my absolute favorite okra variety, because even if cowhorn kind of grows bigger, the pod per se, it grows bigger, it still stays pretty smooth. So this is the Baby Bubba Hybrid. Oh, and there's a beautiful bee. Let's get distracted by bumblebees. Love it. And you can see it is putting on a beautiful amount of okra. There's like 5 on the go here, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, like it's very productive for a small plant. It will still shoot off the sides as well. So you still have the additional okra. So a tiny plant can produce a lot of okra for you. I think I have 6 in total in the garden, and they are producing more than enough for us, for sure. We actually don't eat a lot of okra, but it is enough that I'm able to take a couple of handfuls to the farmer's market each week. For height wise, it's approximately about to my knees, and I'm only about 5'3", so that's not a very tall plant. Normally okra can grow as high as I'm going to say probably about 10 feet tall, and it might grow higher. That's just an estimate based on what I've seen. So these guys are so much more contained. They're also quite pretty. Like if you wanted to use them as a ornamental vegetable in the garden, I love using vegetables to kind of make your garden look pretty. This plant would actually do really well for that, because it's kind of got a nice flow to it. And then at the same time, you'd get some okra. And you can see the quality of the okra here is quite nice, even though this is a longer pod. Like this is still beautiful. So honestly, it's an awesome variety. Not getting very tall, producing well in the heat. I have not fertilized these guys at all. I just let them do their own thing, and they are doing beautifully well. Now, I didn't get to test this variety in a pot, but it is supposed to be a great variety for growing in a pot, which would be great for northerners who want to grow okra, because you could put it in a pot and take it inside or put it in your garage in those frosty nights, because we don't have a long growing season in the north. So okra is actually really hard to grow. Now, okra is a heat-loving plant. It would prefer the heat. I find it always does better when it starts to get really, really hot in the south. So I don't know if in the north it would still do as well, but you definitely have much better luck if you can bring it in and out for those frosty nights. I mean, in Calgary, you can have frost in any month of the year, so it can make a difference there. Awesome, you guys. Well, I hope you found that helpful. The variety again is Big Bubba Hybrid from Burpee Seeds.